All right, guys. So welcome to this call. This call is going to be one of the calls that you would never forget in a hurry. All right, because in this call, I'm going to really be going deep. Right, I'm going to be talking about a lot of things that many people don't talk about, and something that you really need to know, right? Because these are the truths about the financial market, all right? So I'm using my journey as a guideline, right, to those that just come in, those that want to avoid the issues I got into, because I got into a lot of problem in my early years of trading, all right? So it wasn't always rosy, right? I wasn't always very good with sniper entries and all of that, all right? So this call is all about my Forex journey and how I found the best approach to trading the financial markets, right? Believe me, I've been in this game for quite a while. This year is I think my third year trading the financial markets, actively trading, all right? So before everything, I would also like to introduce myself properly. My name is Geoffrey. Some people call me the sniper trader. Some people call me CGN, and all of that, right? Those are the names I've accumulated over a long period of my lifespan on Earth. Right. So how did I actually learn about the financial market? Right. So um, be sincere with you guys. I actually knew about Forex even before I learned how to trade, right? I learned about Forex about 8 years ago. In fact, I even had a demo account then, right? I think that was my future calling out to me as at when I was still in secondary school. When I was quite a very young man then, very little boy then. I think I was about in my SS2 or SS1 when I learned about Forex. And then I always had this drawing, right? I always had this interest in making money online, all right? So what happened then, that was how I first learned about the financial market. I typed this on Google. I typed how to make money online. So this was what I searched when I was about 8 years ago, or 10 years. I can't remember the exact time frame because it's been a long time now, right? I was really naive then, very small. I can't really remember. So when I searched this out, I saw a lot of online platform. I saw freelancing, like on Upwork and Fiverr. I saw all this scam stuff. They will say you should do a task, you should watch a video, all those scam stuff that will use it to get their traffics, right? Those things don't work. All those swag box, all those they say you watch a video, do a task online, those things don't work. All you're doing for them is generating traffic for them. That's all you're doing for them. Or they might even hack your phone, right? So I searched this on the internet because I needed to make money. And I was still a student. So I thought, okay, was there a way I could make money online? So I had to search this. I saw blogging. Yeah, I actually started blogging then. I had a blog, all of that, which I obviously lost interest in because I saw it was not my thing because I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't really into all this following latest trend, following gist. I wasn't into all of that, right? So I just said no. I can't really. I bluff about 1 or 2 years, and then I stopped it, right? So so one of the things I came across when I started this was forex trading, and that's got my interest because forex trading did not involve a lot of tasks, right? So I actually read it. I said, okay, it says trading currencies, all right? So I was interested in forex. That was about 8 or 9 years ago, all right? So I opened forex. I opened a broker with I think it was Hot Forex or so. I can't remember the broker now. It has been long. And then the amazing offer they gave me was that if I open a demo account with them, they will give me 500 bonus, $500 bonus. So when I saw the $500 bonus, I was so excited because I was like, wow, see free money to trade. And in my mind, I was thinking that I could withdraw. That was the reason I, you know, created an account with them as a them. So when I saw the $500 bonus, I was like, wow. All right. So I didn't know much about trading. So I was naive then. When I saw the $500 bonus, I was like, okay, let me see how to withdraw this thing first because that time dollar was about 300 naira or maybe 400 as I then. It was about 300 or 400 per dollar then. So I was like, okay, $500 times 4, that's about 200K or thereabout. I was like, wow, wow. So is there a way I can, withdraw this? Right? Is there a way I could withdraw this? So that was my aim for opening the account to when I saw this bonus. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can withdraw it. So I created an account with them. I verified my account, used my email, all of that. So I actually got access to the $500 bonus. But I did not know that that usually with all these bonuses, you have to, um, trade a particular amount of lots and then make an amount of profit before you can withdraw from it. So I was thinking that I could withdraw from the onset. I didn't know I had to trade and all of that. So I didn't know anything about trading. So my concern was the bonus. So when I started with the accounts, I think it was Hot Forex or so. I can't remember the broker now. All right. So I had the account. I verified my email. They sent me my bonus. Okay. I've gotten my $500 bonus. So I was not seeing how I withdraw it. I was like, how do I withdraw? How do I withdraw? How do I withdraw? Right? So I was thinking it was free money. Remember that my start was what? How to make money online. So I was thinking that this is how to make the money. They just dash you money for free. That's what I was thinking, right? So as at then, the broker had what we call an account manager, right? So the account manager, came and she called me with a foreign line. That was the first time I had ever received a call from a foreign number. That time did not really have Nigerian, we didn't really have Nigerian um, brokers then. We didn't really have, in fact, most of the brokers were foreign, right? We did not really have Nigerian brokers. We didn't really have Nigerian companies then. It was all handled by the whites, right? So the lady called me. She was a white lady. I could barely understand what she was saying because I wasn't used to hearing a white person speak, right? So she told me that as she noticed I've opened an account, she was pronouncing my name funnily because it was a Nigerian name and all of that. So she called me and explained her. I asked her, what is Forex all about? She was like, you trade one currency and the next currency. I did not understand. What are we trading, right? Remember, I just learned about Forex or just maybe a day old into this game. I didn't know what we were trading, all right? So now I know that if you're trading a currency against another currency with the price levels. I didn't know all this. I was just in secondary school then. So she was telling me, you trade this, you trade EU, you trade currency pairs, you trade CFDs. I did not understand what she was saying. I didn't understand a thing she said. So I had to turn off the call because the call was not heading anywhere. So I had to try on my own to withdraw the $500. When I tried for about 2, 3, 4 days, and it was not yielding any results, so I had to leave. That was how I paused Forex trading for about 5 years. So when I saw that I could not withdraw this, I had to just leave Forex trading, right? I just man I don't really know what this is about. I just left it based on the I gave up because I could not get my bonus, right? So fast forward to 2020, right? So that was the Corona year, right? That was in the Corona year. I think I was like, okay, I had some money there. I was into smart contracts, all these crypto stuff. I was, doing smart contracts, Ethereum, we buy Ethereum. That was how I started learning about all these stuff, right? So I started with, that was in 2020, the Corona year when we were all at home. So there was no school, nothing at all. So I was done with secondary school then. So I was at home. I was looking for how to make income because my parents were not sending any money to me. We are all at home, all right? So that Corona period, I saw Pastor Ejimi Adegbeye. He was always posting how his students were making money online and they were not going out for the Corona stuff. I was like, wow, this Forex thing again. Nice. After about 5 years, right? After about 4 or 5 years, I came across Forex again from Pastor Ejimi Adegbeye. Right. So it was like his students are making this. I was like, wow. So since now I'm done with secondary school, now maybe I might give the Forex thing a second chance. And now I am a bit more matured and all of that, right? So I gave Forrest a second chance. I went through all his free videos. I was like, once about him is that I always love paying for things, and I had money there. I had I had a lot of money there, but I had almost more than 300K of my own then when I was doing crypto stuff. So I was like, let me just look for a way to grow my money, right? Since I am free now, let me just pay for the course and at least learn how to grow my money, all right? So I registered for the course. That was 2020 around June, July. I can't remember the exact period. Right, so I bought my first Forex course. Right, I always believe in buying stuff. I didn't believe in all this free things. I saw a Jimmy's free course, but I did not even watch the video. I just went through his result. I saw that the students are making results. That's one about him. If I see people are making a result from a team, I believe that I can also make that same result. So I paid for the course, got enrolled on the course, and um, I started going through the course. I went on baby pips, read about forex leveraging, learned how to calculate pips, learned about pipettes, learned how that's what I finally understood what we actually trading. You're trading a currency against another currency, and the price moves up. That's when I understood forex trading. That was when I understood it. When I went through baby pips about 5 years after learning about forex. All right. So I learned baby pips, support and resistance, all those bullshit, which don't always work, right? So I learned indicator trading, right? So I learned how to trade indicators, the 15 moving averages, all those stuff. And yeah, I made profit for a while, but I noticed that I was not consistent, right? Maybe I would make that time payment agents were my customers. I was always withdrawing and depositing. If, like now, before 7 a.m., I have made profits. Before 7 p.m., I have lost what I made. So I'll go and withdraw again. I will deposit back. I will withdraw. I will deposit. That was how I was just doing for almost 3 months. I was always depositing and withdrawing. I will make profits now. I will withdraw. I would make $100 profit because that I didn't know anything about risk management. So I was always over leveraging. I didn't know about risk management then. That was one flaw about Ejimi's course. There was no risk management lecture on that. So um, I would, over leverage, make some money, lose it back up, make another one, lose it back. I blew accounts, like I blew. In fact, I blew almost all my worth. I had a lot of money before I joined Forex. I blew almost everything I had. I lost almost all of it because I would make money, I would spend it, and then when trying to make it back, I would lose, and then lose even what I made initially. So it was just an up and down journey, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I saw that no, there has to be more. I cannot depend on indicators, and so I learned about another strategy. I think it was also an indicator-based strategy as well. So that was, I think it was a boom and crash. So I also went and enrolled for that one. The same thing, moving averages. I also made money for a while. And one major flaw about that course was that there was no risk management system. Notice that the two courses I had, risk management was not taught on it. There was also a risk management that was taught on it. All right, they didn't teach about risk management. So this one, he even encouraged over leveraging. So this mentor actually encouraged over leveraging. In fact, he will say you should load, 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 load. When it drops, you close. And man, I tried that thing. In fact, let me be sincere with you. That strategy blew my account even more than what I made. In fact, the first course I registered for, at least I was making some money there. But the second one, I lost almost everything I had. All right. So that was how it got. I got really frustrated. I blew a lot of accounts. I'm talking of more than 20 accounts. I blew more than 20 accounts. I will fund, blow, fund. Sometimes as I'm funding before evening time, I have blown my accounts. So I got tired of indicator trading and I was tired. I was done with it. So I finally got introduced into the smart money concept. I think by Mrs. Orechuku or so. I don't know her name now. So she introduced me to smart money concept. And that was where I started understanding the market. But I did not become profitable at first because I was used to indicators. Imagine when you're born, right? And you're born as maybe you are born as a black parent and they introduce you to their black system of life. And then you're not introduced to a white person. You will find it difficult to trust that white because this is all you have known. All I have known was indicators, all right? So I only knew indicators, and that was what I trusted. So even when I was learning smart money, I was still trying to combine it with indicators, and this is a major mistake I made. I was trying to combine smart money, which was based on live market chart. I was trying to combine it with indicators, so I was not really making any progress. I struggled, and when I blew my account again, I said no, I'm done with indicators. So I deleted all my indicators, deleted everything, dumped it, done with indicators for life. So I said it is me and smart money concept. So I learned smart money, and then that was where I started seeing progress because indicators are telling you what the market has already done. For instance, if the market wants to buy, the indicator will cross, right? The indicator will cross when price has already gone far, right? It's not going to cross before price goes far. It's when the market has already shifted for a buy. It's when it's not cross. And you're not buying where you're not buying late. So if you're using an indicator, you usually get into the market late because it's going to cross when the move has already started. But when you're learning smart money concepts, you're able to catch the move even before the indicator crosses. So you have early entries and early exits. So smart money trading gives you that early understanding of what the market is going to do, and you're able to make decisions based on that. And it gives you what? A better risk reward system. So if you're using indicator, you have to be a very last stop loss. Maybe you might be using yourself all the way down here, and man, it's a turn off for me. So for me, I think indicators are not what you should be trading. Believe me. I know that makes some people profitable, but believe me, indicators, you're not going to be constant profitable that way. You might make profit for 1 year, 2 years, but you eventually get caught, right? So that was how I learned smart money concept, and then I started learning how to trade with the smart money way, and that was when I started seeing results, right? So now I want to just talk briefly about um, my early experiences. So my early experiences, I went through a lot, right? So one funny thing happened to me, and this is something I always preach against. All right, I always preach against um, investors. So I want to talk about my investor story. So now the investor story. So sometime in 2021, yeah, 2021, that was early 2021 or thereabouts. um I blew my money. I blew my all the money I was giving to my parents, blew my mom's money, and so I was really frustrated. I needed money to trade, but uh, um I didn't have any money on me. And that was one issue about me. I always wanted to trade life money. And this was a mistake I made, right? I would advise you guys to use the demo. Just forget about the profits. Master the skill before going for making money. Master the skill first. Leave the money. But for me, I was so focused on making money. So I went to go and meet investors. I told them, okay, I could trade, I could make money for you. And then investors gave me their money. Right? The first person gave me 100,000 naira. The second one gave me 50,000 naira. Another one gave me 50,000 naira. Another one gave me 100. Another one gave me 280. Another one gave me 250. And believe me, the investors' money I took was amounting close to #1,000,000 or thereabouts. And believe me, I lost a great percentage of it. And now, instead of me to um, instead of me to um, when you trade for investors, you have to have a percentage of returns. And so then I was naive. My percentage return was what, 20%. Imagine. So it was not 20%. It was, yeah, 20%. That was my percentage return. 20%. That was what I was giving investors. And this was so crazy high. Imagine having over #1,000,000 with you and you're paying 20% a month. That was crazy, man. That was what landed me into debt. And the debt I got into because of this was over $2,000 debt. That was the debt I got into because of this. So using the current rate now, I got into debt of over $2,000. I think it's more than this, but I must give you a round figure just to be round. So the debt I got into because of this investment. So and then I was still in the university there. I was still schooling. So what I would do is that I would carry my the money that was with me to pay investors. So when the month was over, when I did not make profit, I will still carry the investment and pay him as his ROI because I did not want the person to start bothering me, asking me why. I didn't want to explain stories because these guys, I was with their money, so they didn't want to hear stories. Imagine when someone has had their money for 1 month and said that they didn't make any profit. Would you even believe him? No. So if you ask me, account management is more better than investment because in account management, the person sees their accounts, right? So just take note of this. If you must use investors' money, always make sure it's an account management. Don't take investors' money because account management, the person can see if you're making profit or not. He can see it with his eyes. He can see your trades, can see everything, right? It's transparent. But when someone gives you an investor money, the person believes that you have used the money. So it doesn't really care whether you make profit or not. And all they want was their returns, right? So I would use the money by the investor, so pay him back. Imagine when you give me 100 million, maybe you gave me 100K, and I did not make profit, and I use 100K, they will not pay you back. So at least you let me be for the next 1 month. And I was thinking that I could recover. And while I was doing this, my capital was reducing because I was paying investors with their money, and my debt was increasing. So I wasn't making any money. I was still paying, and then I wasn't really good at trading then. So, and the return was too high. So I advise you, this any return that is more than 10% is too high. If you must take investment money, make sure it's something less than 8% to 9%. Because why? Trading is very risky. Trading is very, very risky. So you don't promise something that will be so difficult for you to achieve. All right. So this was where I got into debt, about $6,000 debt. And it was a lot of me. I reached out to all my friends. No one agreed to help me. I reached out to all my friends, I explained to them. I reached out to my uncle. My uncle stopped picking my calls. In fact, the only person that helped me was my mom, right? So the only one that actually helped me out. And she helped me to settle some investors. I need to reduce the debt. At least I could breathe. And then I was able to finish my schooling then. And was able to graduate from school. That was in 2020. Yeah, I finished school in 2021. Then I was able to graduate from school then, and you know, then at least as my mom helped me to reduce a bit of this debt, then I had some time to learn trading properly. So I learned smart money. Then I said, I started opening an academy. Then at least some revenue started coming from the academy and all of that. So I started paying the debt of paying, and then now I have breathing space, right? So I would advise you guys when learning how to trade, one of the worst things you can do is to take investors' money. Don't do it. No matter how broke you are, go for a demo account. In fact, prop firms have made it so easy now that you can make money even without your own money. So I usually recommend prop firms because you have a luxury of filling a prop firm account 5 times and you won't owe anybody. But can you fail an investor money once and not be in debt? It's not possible. Just one time I got into this just because of one mistake. But in a prop account, you can make one mistake, you lose your account, you start over again. You're not owing anybody, right? So that is why I usually recommend prop firms because you have the luxury of failing and trying again, failing, trying again without owing anybody. All right. So this was it. So I'll advise you guys watching this video, do not take investors' money. Whatever you're doing, make sure that you are using your private funds and something you can afford to lose, and then um a profit account. Don't trade for investors, please. I would prefer account management to investor because in account management, you guys share the profits made. So the person that's investing is seeing your profit, right? He's seeing your trades, he's seeing everything. So if you don't make profit for a month, he would believe you, right? Okay, I didn't make profit. Okay, I saw it, didn't make profit. So he wouldn't ask to pay anything. But investor, once you guys fix a percentage of returns, this is all they care about. They don't care if you make profit or not. That's all they care about. So don't collect people money. It's best to just manage the account for them. And if possible, don't like currently as I'm speaking now, I don't have any investment money with me. I don't take for anybody. No matter who you are. In fact, people have met me with millions of naira. Because of this issue I had, I don't take investors' money. No matter who you are, I won't take for you. I won't teach you how to make money on your own. I don't take for anybody. And I don't recommend anybody listening to this video to do it. Because now I have warned you. I'm just telling you what many people wouldn't tell you. Don't do it for investors. Don't do it. If you must do it, do account management or you go for a profit account. That is it. So either you take the account directly for them or you go for a profit account or better still raise funds for other means and then trade your own funds. All right. That was my investor story. And then I think I should talk about my breakthrough, right? My breakthrough. So my major challenges as a forex trader was, number one, my impatience, right? I was always eager to make money so quickly, so I could not, demo trade, right? That was an issue I had, and the reason was because I did not have an alternative means of income, right? So I felt I needed to always trade because I need to make money, and that was something I learned the hard way, right? So I usually advise newcoming traders always have an alternative means of income. It helps a lot. Imagine when you're trading and your at least your second business is giving you at least 500K every month. Even without trading, imagine how relaxed you will be the trade. Even if you don't make profit for a month, you're okay. You're relaxed because you're still meeting your bills without your forex profits. All right. So what I usually recommend to my students. Always have an alternative means of income. An alternative means of income to trading, right? Have an alternative means of income. Have something else there. You could be affiliate marketing. Even if you want to work a job, right? You could do affiliate marketing, could do KDP. There are so many things, freelancing, graphic designs, all those stuff. Have an alternative means of income. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. This was something that I did not have the luxury of having as I did, but now I have it. I have alternative means of income apart from trade. That's why I trade so relaxed now. So this was an issue I had. I felt that I always need to trade because you know I needed money. So the need for money is cured by having an alternative means of income. And then a major challenge also had was impatience, right? I had impatience due to the fact that I could not sit down to learn, right? If I just learn 1 minute, I want to go and practice with life money and all of that, right? Give yourself time. Compared to that professions, you usually spend about 4 or 5 years in the school, and all of that. You go spend 5 years in school, 6 years in school, all of that. But when it comes to trading, you want to make money in your first 3 months. Doesn't make any sense. Trading is a career, and you must be willing to go through time, the time required to learn. So trading is a career, like doctor, medicine. It's a career, and you must be able to give yourself time. Trading is a career. Give yourself time. So in every career, you pay school fees. So what I want to advise you guys, avoid free mentorships. Pay for courses. I'm telling you guys now for free. This is something that has made a major difference. The reason why I have trained more than 100 students now, and most of them are doing well. In fact, we even had a funded trader just today. We had a trader that was funded on MFF today. If I was teaching rubbish, I don't think that they would make that kind of profit. In fact, one of my students made about $4,600. That was in November. A student of mine made $4,600. What he would do from a profit account. He withdrew this. One of my students, he showed me what he made from his account, $4,600 by using a profit account. So I want to advise you guys, please avoid free stuff. Pay for courses. And now, how do you know a course you should pay for? This was what I used to know. I should just start knowing. I looked at the result of the students. So don't always use the yardstick of the mentor's result, because most mentors are not making money from their trading. They're making money from signals. They're making money from YouTube. They're making money from broker partnerships. They're making money from other means apart from trading. That is why you can see a home mentor encouraging over leveraging, because why? He has other means of income. So even if he builds his account today, he has signals. Imagine that maybe I have a signal. This is why I don't have a signal, because I'm being sincere with you guys. Those things are bullshit. So imagine I have a signal group now, and maybe I have, currently I have about 2,000, people following me and all of that. So if I have a signal group, I'm charging those $15 per person, right? Imagine I'm charging those $15 monthly for my signals, right? I'm charging maybe $15 monthly, and maybe I have, maybe 30 subscribers every month. Imagine this is about $450. So I'm making $450 monthly, even without trading. So why wouldn't I over leverage? Because even if I make money or not, I still have constant income. This is what so many mentors do. They always advertise signal groups so that they can be, robbing you of your money to, gamble and all of that. So most mentors, mark my words, most mentors don't make money from trading. They make money from signals, mentorships, and all these brokers. They usually say, sign up with this broker is my link. All those things that means which they make money. So 90% of mentors don't make money from their trading. I'm telling you the truth. I'm just giving it for free. Many mentors don't make money from their trading. They don't make money from their trading. I'm telling you the truth. They just make money from their trading. They don't. They make money from signal group, from their courses, all of that. That is the truth about it. Believe me, I'm telling you this. I know a whole super mentor that doesn't even know what a break or session is, but he's opening an academy looking for students, and students have started preparing because people are looking for how to make money. So they use that need to make money to prey on unsuspecting people. So these guys don't make money for their trading. They always saying, "Join my mentorship program, blah 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 blah." They don't make money for their trading. They're making money from you. So how do you know the right mentor? Look at his student results. These are the two things you must look at. So the three checks to know the academy to join. Look at the student results. That is the first thing you must look at. Look at students' results. Then you must look at his risk management. Yes. So when you want to join the mentor, always look at his traits. Look at how he manages his risk. Is he risking 1 to make times 2? Is he risking 1 to make times 3? All right. Because I know a so-called popular YouTube trader that risk 3 to make 1. That means he could risk 50 pips just to make 20 pips. And he calls it a scalp. Can you imagine? I'm risking maybe $1,000 to make just 200. Doesn't make any sense. So one loss will cover about 4 of my wins. This is what many people do in their signals. Some signals you will find, they will be like, okay, enter this trade, put your stop loss here. And the reason that they are having a big stop loss so that the trade will not hit stop loss. So they want to have a high winning rate. So they usually give a very large stop loss and give a small take profit. So the traders, they can give you a stop loss of maybe 50 pips and take profit of 20 pips. You know, one thing here is TP hit, TP1 hit, TP2 hit, and that trade was not even up to 1:3. So you must always look at the risk management of the mentor. And finally, right, the final thing you must look at to know the mentorship is his strategy based on rise action. Right. So it must be his strategy must be based on price action, not indicators. And most preferably algorithm trading. So most preferably, so I'm just giving you guys what you should use. So most of the preferably, his strategy should be based on at the algo trading. That means his strategy is based on the algorithm of the market. For instance, you know that we have PS3, right? There are some guys that could play Mortal Kombat. You know, in Mortal Kombat game, the person that usually won the match was the person that knew the cheat codes, right? He knew what to press to do this. That is how trading is. There are algorithm-based strategies that helps you to trade based on the algorithm of the market. So these are the best kinds of strategies. For instance, smart money concept, ICT concept, Elliott wave, Wyckoff. These are strategies that are founded on the algorithm of price. Wyckoff, smart money, all this I have to do with was the algorithm of the market. That is the kind of strategy you should be focused on, not indicator. That is bullshit, for real. So listen to me, folks. I'm just giving you the truth. I'm telling you guys the whole truth here. This is how you should know an academy. And by God's grace, Elektronfx has all three. My academy, you know, I had to use my experiences to. That is why I don't have a signal route, because imagine that I run myself up. Imagine that I am making $450 monthly every month. In about 5 months, I am made. I'm a big boy. All right? I'm a big boy if I had a signal group. But I had to rob myself of this because I want to be sincere with people. I want to be telling you guys the truth. And the truth is that most mentors don't make money from trading. That is why I want to be one of the mentors that make money from trading, and even if it means making little. That's why you never see me posting $1,000 profit, because I don't make up to that. So I'm not going to give you what I am not making. I'm not going to be insincere with you. I want to be sincere with you that I am not making up to $1,000 a week or $1,000 per trade. That's why I will never post something like that. And I want to be sincere with you guys. So I scrap out signal services because it is an insincere approach to trading. Right? If your signals are giving you money, then you wouldn't need to sell it. You just need to trade privately. But the reason I sell it my courses because I'm teaching you how to make money yourself. And by God's will, I've taught over 120 students, and most of them are making crazy money. All right. So that is why I would recommend that the best Forex strategy is smart money concept, or any strategy that is based on the algorithm of the markets. And by God's grace, that is what we teach at Elektronfx Academy. We teach algorithm-based trading. We teach you how the market books, how the market algorithm responds, the things the market algorithm is looking for, the cheat codes to trading the financial markets. We don't use indicators. I don't trade indicators. All right. So this is my advice to you guys that are actually trying to learn. Please and please stop looking for free bootcamp. You are not going to be progressing. Nobody will give you his hard work for free. They always reserve a portion for pay students. So I believe me, pay for courses. That was how I got to my level I am now. I paid for courses. And when you pay for courses, make sure you go through them and follow every instruction the mentor gives you. If you say do assignment, please do it. If you say study, please study. If you give them a say that, please go to it. If you say practice, demonstrate, do everything that they're asked to do. You don't become successful by doing things your own way. You're successful by doing things the way people that have succeeded did it. So there's no inventor in the part of success. You must follow the part other people have followed, and that is the part of following instructions. All right. So this is what I'm telling you guys. So the best forex strategy that is based on algo trading. For me, is smart money concept. So if we're learning ICT, YCOF, Elliott Way, anything that is based on smart money method of trading is very good. And by God's grace, Elektronfx Academy, which is the one I am heading, is the best. We have students that are doing well, like well. So it's up to you. If you want to be part of us, you know what to do. Just use the link in the description to join us, right? And believe me, if you don't make a result, if you don't have any result after joining us, then call me a liar, and I'll give you back your money. If after 1 year of being an academy and you don't make any profits, you're not able to see any breakthrough, and you follow everything I tell you, then I'll give you back your money after the end of the year. Yeah, I'll give you back your money completely. I'll pay you back to you. That is it. So if you learned something from this video, please drop a comment and type what you learned on this video. I want to see that you learned something. Just type the thing that really struck you the most in this video. Just type it in the comment section. What struck you the most in this video? Just type it in the comment section. I want to see what struck you the most in this whole video. All right. So these are the things I went through that I don't want you guys. I don't pray for anyone of you to go through. Don't take investment money. Always be patient with yourself. Don't stop looking for signal services. This is a new year. Make a new resolution to pay for courses, pay for Elektronfx academic courses. Don't collect any money from anybody for investment. Just learn how to trade yourself. And when you have learned, go for a profit account. All right. So I hope this video was insightful. I hope this video cleared some issues that some of you are having. And I will see you guys in the next video.